Hi everybody, and welcome back to week 6. We're going to continue with our watercolor techniques. So last week we did the 8 basic watercolor techniques up here on 4 sheets of paper, and hopefully you put them safely away, and by now they're dry. So you want to collect those because we're going to be using the back sides of those sheets to do then our special effects. So besides the normal setup that we'll need, you have your water, your tissue, your brushes, your paint. You're going to need to collect a few other things to do this. In your kitchen, you can grab some table salt. You don't need all of this, just maybe a small amount. Grab some plastic food wrap. If you don't have any of this, you can just use a plastic bag. Grab a knife, something not so sharp. It can be dull, but just to maybe gouge out or scratch the paper. You can also scratch the paper with sandpaper. If you have any sandpaper at home, that's not necessary. We're also going to be doing some splattering and some spraying, but if you don't have a spray gun, that's okay too. You can just flick the paints with your paintbrush. And the lady will show you how to do this on the tutorial. So anyways, flip over to your computer and go into week 6, and you'll find then the next tutorials on special effects, and that really nice lady is teaching them also. So step by step. So she starts out the special effects though with 2 techniques that we're going to skip. So we're going to skip the first 2 techniques. One of them is called masking fluid, and it's a special type of fluid that's like a liquid rubber, and you would paint that on your paper, and then you would watercolor over it, and then it peels up and it leaves a hidden image. I don't know if there's one in this book. No, but I don't have that liquid to give you. We would have had to have done that in school, so we're going to skip that. So, but that's okay, because one of the pages we need to do the front cover anyways. So on this page, you're going to design a front cover. You can use any technique you want, and then maybe use a Sharpie and write watercolor techniques. The back side then can be blank, or you can practice something else on it. All right. So then you're going to take your 3 other sheets of paper, and you're going to start then with a technique called lift with tissue. You have your tissue papers here. The next one will be with salt. This one will be with plastic wrap, and this one you will use your knife or sandpaper. And then the last one is splatter, which is right here, and your spray bottle. So after you have finished doing all of those, again, put them aside and let them dry. And when you see that they are all dry, you can fold them together, and we're going to bind them. You will need maybe to get if you have a needle and a thread. And on Schoology there is a video called Binding, and you can watch that step by step. It's pretty simple, and you can actually sew the binding here. If you don't have a needle and thread, you can just use a staple gun, or if nothing else, just leave it folded, okay? So hold on to this booklet, because you're gonna want to refer back to these techniques when you start to do the watercolor project, all right? So again, if you have any questions, give me a shout, all right? Happy painting, bye.